real problem with us. And if that was not enough, when Stanford University some associate went back and gave the report, someone from Columbia University heard about Namibia Revenue Agency, and they said, no, our endowment fund is more than that of Stanford University. We are going to be sending 10 capstone projects, some associate. These are not promises. Even yesterday, Columbia is again ready to send another bunch of 10. Last summer, they continue to say, Stanford have already sent their second bunch as well. Can you give UNDP a round of applause? Because these people don't just come here and learn. They work on real problem that can use to make Namibia Revenue Agency a world-class revenue agency that can then help to capacitate the state, for the state to be able to deliver on its developmental agenda. So we remain super grateful, not only to our stakeholder here, but also to the media. Because without the media, our message will not be there. Without the media, sometime we will not even be in a position to hear the challenge that our clients, our traders are facing. Now, last week, but maybe before I go to last week, in Namibia, there is only one institution that I know that is required by law, obligated by law, to improve service delivery. Every institution, of course, in Namibia must improve service delivery. But the only institution I know, and I have read a couple of enabling legislation, the only one I know where it's required and it's in the law that improve your service is Namibia Revenue Agency. Section 3, subsection F of Namibia Revenue Agency Act provides that to improve service delivery to taxpayers and promote compliance with revenue laws. As a result of that now, by law we are required. So when Victor spoke about us having this system, feedback system and everything recorded, and that we may even be taken to court, in actual fact, if we don't improve our revenue, if we don't improve our service delivery to traders, taxpayers, in every fact, we can even be taken to court. It's not like any other institution. We are required by law. And that commitment, we still remain committed to improve service delivery. That's why last week, we spent the whole of last week in the coast developing the new strategy for the next 5 years. And we came up with 8 strategic objectives, but I will just read 6 for you to see how are they all linked to service delivery, those strategic objectives. Only 6. One of them, improve voluntary compliance, because of course when you improve voluntary compliance, it's only when people are satisfied with the service and they know what they have to do. So we have to improve voluntary compliance because we have to make it easy for taxpayer to comply. We have to make it easy for the traders to be able to comply and also to be assisted. And I also want their business to grow. I want their business to grow. We want their business to grow so that, my grandmother, it's just a cooker shop until she died. And it died there, okay? Now, with my mother, it's a cooker shop. And one of my sisters took it over, but you want it to grow. I'm using my mother, my late mother. But this can be your mother, your mother, your grandmother as well. You understand? Because we all came from that environment. Then one of the strategic objectives that we came up with as well is, of course, to facilitate legitimate trade. Your trade which is legitimate, we have an obligation to facilitate it because any goods that comes into Namibia or goes out, it have to be declared, reported with NAMRA through a SCUDA system, and then if there are duty to be paid or if it's exempted, then the law take its course. Sako, Ms. Alma, NAMRA will not be here without SACCO. You know very well the support that SACCO have been giving to us. And I was going to talk about SACCO later on, but I just want you to know that, okay? Legitimate trade, the trade between, when we are importing from SACCO member state, there is no SACCO duty, but of course VAT can be paid and so on. I'm just mentioning that. But please, we are saying we only facilitate legitimate trade. When people commit crime, let's say for example, maybe misclassify or under-declare and so on. And we have to do what we're supposed to do. That must not be confused with you are not helping us. It's just like a day before yesterday, a consignment of 7.5 million of drugs was intercepted by our colleagues at Alliance Free border post. That was on Saturday, 7.5 million, and that was going to destroy our society, our kids, even business people, they get destroyed and so on. And yesterday there was a bigger one intercepted, which is bigger. The way I look at the content, even bigger than the one of Saturday. I still need to get a price today. So we also want to, then one of our strategic objectives for the first time, it used to be in the law, but for the first time, improve service delivery. We are I want the Namibian people, members of the media, to understand that we spent 4 days looking, introspecting, and reflecting, and nobody need to remind us. We know we have to improve service delivery. And the commitment is paid. When you then see Victor is Africa's expert in customer experience, we have to bring him in so that he can contribute to that. But of course, it's not only about Victor. Melanie will also tell you that the recruitment, even within ICT. Where's Matthew? Yeah. You can stand. Yeah. Yes. So we want to recruit Namibians who are developing things, and one day, even when you leave Namra one day, you say, when I joined Namibia Revenue Agency, in my interview I told them that I can develop system. I delivered on Onyofi. Can you give him a round of applause together with his boss at Level 1? Thank you, Matthew, you can sit. But here is the point. The system has been developed. We will make sure that security of data and privacy of data is taken care of. We need to build, if it's not already built in, the audit trail so that anyone getting into the system, people are able to know who have been in the system, so that you do not have people misusing or just saying, oh, Sam Shivute, and this is my ID, and you get a person to all information and so that we also know the person that who are we dealing with, or the person who is making inquiries, really that person. Those mechanisms, we need to build that, because in as much as, especially in the world of digital, privacy protection, and we know that there are people abusing that, and so we need to make sure that all those things are taken care of. Now, there was one day, one colleague in Namra, when this wonderful system was developed, and a colleague is saying, oh, we have now delivered, service delivery problem is solved. I want all my colleagues, by the way, Ms. Mr. Alma, this is Namra staff. There was a question whether, is this, I think Ms. Amanda is the one asking me, is this Namra staff? Oh, Namra stars, yes, they are Namra stars. And that's why please help us to invite us so that maybe someone can sponsor us to go to Berlin. They are Namra staff. But some colleague wanted to already celebrate. There's nothing to celebrate with regard to the service. Matthew, Stephen, there's nothing to celebrate. I think what had happened is that we just entered the game, but we have not won yet. We need to make sure that the system does what it's supposed to do. We need to embrace the concept of continuous improvement. We need to make sure that the majority of the trader and taxpayer are using the system. We need to take the type of the dialogue that we have from these wonderful business leaders that just spoke here. We need to take the system to the region. We need to speak to the system, to the people we have to respect our culture and our language. Majority of business people and people that does business in Namibia is not English speaking. What does that mean? We need to take the system to the region and speak to the people in the language in which people understand. But what we are saying here is that to the Namibian trader and taxpayer, just for me to conclude, your challenges with regard to service, we have heard you. We have taken note. We're going to continue. We're going to continue consulting you. We're going to use the system to get your feedback. We're not going to get your feedback as just for the sake of, to show that we are doing on something. We are going to focus on addressing your challenges. Namra and us, we are all one. We will be very happy when you start. It's for that reason that we even made a commitment to say that before the 1st of April 2024, there must be e-commerce clearing processing center. Because we have seen now with the advent of e-commerce, a lot of people are doing what is called order with me or ordering from China and so on, and many other markets. And we have also noted that people are not, most of the trader now, they prefer to go by themselves to Asia and bring their consignment. When I was at the airport last week, you will find one person bringing 10 bags, and they need to be cleared. And now sometime our colleagues, they have to clear the passengers and so on. So we need to be agile within NAMRA to address the methodology of bringing stuff have changed now. But what you need to understand is that we cannot solve the challenges or issues that we do not understand. And the best way for us to understand those issues is to get your feedback. Is for you to ensure that your challenges, your concern are launched in the system. It's for you to make call to the call center, to make sure that you contact info@namra.nl, because some people want to call, they want to call a commissioner, or they want to call a specific politician and so on. That's not how it works. Let's work with the system so that we have the records. Because sometimes you will find a person, they have their VAT refund and they want to call the commissioner or they want to call the head of domestic tax. And I'm saying, if you call me because you know me and I help you, what about those who do not know me or do not know someone? Let's have systems that are working, and when our systems are not working, let's continuously improve them, and we work on that. What is Onyofi? Director of Proceeding indicated that Onyofi is a Nashiwambo word for star. Now, at NAMRA, we are called NAMRA stars. But the stars have some symbols. It symbolizes something. Star, because of the illuminating lights and heat, stars always symbolize hope. Stars symbolize resilience. And it's through stars that if we have lights, we will then be able to navigate whatever challenges that are there, that we are able to see further than our eyes can see. Stars have always been a source of inspiration, be it in the area of art, literature, and star. Let there be light. And that's why we, at Namibia Revenue Agency as well, we do not want to be an obstacle, to be a hindrance. We want to be a light. We want to give you the service. We want to have robust engagement. We will invite a meeting with all the traders, and we'll go to the region, listen to your problem. Take your problem to people who can address it. And we have what it takes to address the problem, because the commitment is there. That's why we are getting experts to come and work in NAMRA to address those challenges. That's why we are working with the like of GIZ and UNDP to help us. There was a lot of money that was also put in the feedback system by UNDP. They put in good money. It did not come from the government, it came from UNDP. And we will continue working with other developmental partners to make sure that we continuously improve our service delivery. So on that note, once again, to the NAMRA stars, we will continue talking to other colleagues who are not here, because there are already NAMRA stars who give exceptional service, and the email keep coming in. But there are also others who, because we need to change the mindset so that all of us, our service delivery commitment must be all of us, between ourselves and to our stakeholder. And we are going to do that because we do not want to let our developmental partners, our friends, SACU, UNDP, GIZ, Bank Association, Namibia Trading Forum, everyone, we do not want to let you down. We don't. And we don't want to let ourselves down. So on that note, we want to be accountable to ourselves, to be accountable to our stakeholder, and to be transparent. That's why we want consent to be documented and everything to be recorded, because there is the formula that accountability plus think it's from the former president, accountability plus transparency equal to trust. We want to build that public trust. We are here to serve the Namibian people. We want your businesses to grow so that you can pay more tax and we maximize revenue so that we capacitate the state. So on that note, once again, the Onyofi is officially launched. Onyofi will continuously be improved. We will take the Onyofi's message to all corners of Namibia, but Onyofi must work, not only work for 100,000 taxpayers, must work for all taxpayers, because one of our strategic objectives is really to digitally transform our operation. And so we don't want to deal with papers. So on that note, once again, thank you. And Namibia Revenue Agency is committed to improve service delivery so that we can capacitate the state to deliver on its developmental agenda. Nobody can develop Namibia for us, and that commitment is there. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause for the Commissioner as we draw to a close. Thank you very much, Commissioner, for the intervention. And indeed, we have just entered the game. All that we have really responded to with Onyofi is to say, from now on, with the participation and cooperation of our staff, we'll be able to tell you how many interactions we have had at any point during the day, at any week, any month. We should be able to tell that. Now, with the SunSafe system, all we can say is that we will be able to say what we think our quality of service is. But that's just our view. The real test, really, the real testimony is within those that have transacted with us and how they feel about the quality of service. So that's what we're responding to. But it actually takes more than that, and we appreciate the guidance received in this regard. For us to close, Tona, can I please call on you, Tona Teni Shidudu, Manager, Strategic Communications and Stakeholders Engagement, to please come and move a vote of thanks for us, so that we can be out of this room and get Onyofi and SunSafe really operational. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen, Director of Ceremonies, Commissioner Sam Shivute. I would like to stand on the protocol already established by the previous speakers. My task is really simple, just to thank you for coming to join us at this occasion. So allow me to extend our profound appreciation to all stakeholders who honored our invitation and joined us for this significant occasion. Your presence today demonstrates the value you attach to our operations and your collective commitment to strengthening service delivery within our national revenue system. Your engagement affirms that this launch is not merely a ceremony, but a shared pledge to improve how we interact, respond, and serve with passion. We further convey our sincere gratitude to our Commissioner Sam Shivute for his visionary leadership and unwavering encouragement to innovation across NAMRA. Under his guidance, NAMRA continues to embrace modern homegrown solutions, and the fact that Onyofi was designed internally by our own staff is a commendable achievement that speaks to the talent, dedication, and ingenuity within our institution. Our appreciation also goes to our development partners, UNDP and GIZ, whose support has been instrumental in bringing this system to life. Your partnership has strengthened our ability to manage data efficiency and to deliver services that are reliable, timely, and response to the expectations of our clients. To Victor Musiwa, Manager for Customer Experience and Service Improvements, and Nesla Watanawa and the broader project team. We recognize and applaud your exceptional efforts. Today, you have ticked yet another important box in our digital transformation journey, and we congratulate you for delivering with such professionalism and determination. We equally appreciate our traders who participated in the panel discussion and shared candid insights about their experiences. Your contributions are invaluable, and it's our hope that Onyofi will further enhance the ease and quality of your interactions with NAMRA. A word of thanks also goes to all the speakers, the media fraternity, and the NAMRA choir for enriching today's program. We extend special appreciation to the Director of Ceremonies, Stephen Drokade, for steering the event with excellence and dignity. You should be particularly proud as this system falls within your business unit, and today's launch stands as a testament to your leadership. Finally, to everyone who contributed to the planning and execution of this launch, we express our heartfelt gratitude. NAMRA remains committed to serving with passion, ensuring that your queries are resolved with certainty, efficiency, and on time. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shidulo. I can confirm I have not seen that vote of thanks. It was not shared with me. So whatever was said in respect of what my contribution would have been, Thank you.